Today is Friday Favorites, where I share things that I'm using, that I'm determining if it's a favorite, or things that are absolute favorites. This is a new one. I haven't used it before. There are some things I love about it and some things I don't. It's called Dosi, and it is a little purse, like it could go crossbody, and you open it up. It has a little clasp on it. You open it up and it has a tiny water bottle, and it also has a little pouch for your supplements. And they have little bags that you can put your supplements or medications in, and then you choose the system. I sent 2 different sticker systems that I could use. So I opted to go daily. Now, in some ways, I absolutely love this because that is very handy to take when I'm traveling. My husband and I have a bunch of road trips planned. I would love to know, what do you do for supplements and or medications? What are you using? I haven't found a great, awesome system that I'm absolutely sold on. So I can see this when I'm traveling being good. I ordered extra of these thinking I could get, because I do some morning and evening, and then a couple things I get in the middle of the day. So I ordered extra envelopes, but they don't fit. I was thinking I could just, stack it up, but they won't fit in. So that's a little concern to me. It's called Dosey, Dosey. I will have to, I don't know what I'll do to separate out morning dose and afternoon dose on supplements. So that's a little bit of a concern. I love the tiny water bottle. Like, that is brilliant. And when I'm out and about, I have that little bit of water that I can take with me. We take our e-bikes and throw them on Amtrak, and then we go to some coastal town, stay in a hotel, ride around, discover, and then the next day get back on Amtrak and come home. So that small one is going to be brilliant for me. Here's the other thing that's a little bit of a concern. I do think I love cute. I do think, like, that's really cute. And you can do the little crossbody thing, and it's no one knows that that's your supplements. And I thought, "Oh, I can just make that my purse on times that is all I need is a credit card, my keys, my supplements, but my phone doesn't fit." I wish it were just that much wider. It's close. It's a close fit. I'll turn it to the back. It's oh, pretty graceful there. I'll turn it to the back. So it's just so close, but it won't fit in. It just won't fit. So it's so close. Maybe a half of an inch would have made a difference. And then I could see myself using this as a little travel purse when, for example, we go to, it's a little Dutch town. I can't remember the name of it. And we love just the downtown area, and it's quaint little shops and all sorts of fun things. I want my phone with me. I hate it in my back pocket. I want it in my purse, and it's just not going to fit that. Not quite as usable as I thought. And remember, for me, this is only for traveling. I've got systems that I use. Oh, Solvang. Yes. Yes, it's Solvang. I couldn't think of that name. It's Solvang. We absolutely love Solvang. Thank you so much. I don't know because you can buy combinations, and I don't know if I would buy the purse because it doesn't fit the cell phone. I do really like this. I'll be able to just throw that in, if I've got my backpack or my purse, and there they are. And I absolutely love this. Absolutely love this because it is so small and because I need water when I take those supplements. And maybe the water's, back at the hotel or the water's back at the car, and we're out on the e-bike and my watch goes off that it's time. I really, really like this. I don't know. And I was wondering, do you have any thoughts? Is there a way I could, I don't know, put a slide? Oh, that was my husband and grandkids. um, I don't know. Is there a way I could maybe just have a smaller phone, right? Not get the mega size one. Anyway, so I wanted to share some ideas that I'm trying for supplements and to remind you, are you taking a break when you take your supplements? Everything needs a rest. You need a rest day. I have seen the pattern over and over that when people take a break on their supplements, they work better. They're more efficient. Some people need once a day, or not once a day, once a week break that it's just no supplements. Boom, no supplements. Other people need that twice a week. Have you ever played with that? Here's a couple beautiful things that it does. It helps your supplements become more effective because it's not just daily, same, 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 same. And so your body doesn't adjust and create that homeostasis of just same, 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 same. And it reduces the amount of supplements that you're taking, which helps your budget, which I don't know about you, but that's a good thing at my house. I'd love to know what your system is for supplements and or medications. Do you use a little pill organizer? I use my phone, it gives me an alert. I have it all set up on my phone. Those alerts always happen to remind me that I need to do this or that. I do take a break from mine always one day a week. For me, I choose Sunday. That works for me. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little lagging, like I'm just not where I want to be, I will actually try I will actually go twice a week. Few days. Oh, yes, I agree. I agree. Um, that long breaks, that's a walk away. But I do think the variance, and I've seen it in so many women, that when they start to vary that they take a day off or they take 2 days off a week. Now, the patterns that I've seen, and remember, remember this, I forgot to say, I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, I'm not prescribing, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm here so you and I can have a powerful conversation, that we ask better questions of ourselves and create better systems for optimal health. When you're healthy, you're out there changing your corner of the world. And let's see, that little person right there in the San Francisco Giants hat, he may show up in your corner of the world. And I want it optimal for him. And that's my passion. Please keep that boundary. You do what works for you. I see the pattern so strongly that when 3 days are taken, the backwards starts. And some people on 2 days, but some people really thrive on 2 days off, and then they go back to 1 day off, and then that's better. So I think that change up in your supplements is really, really important and helps your supplements to work more efficiently for your body. And if it's an herbal supplement, now obviously on medications, You need to run that by your board of directors, which would include whoever it is that prescribed that for you. You need to do what's appropriate for that. On supplements, though, across the board, I see people doing better having that change up. It's We used to have a really good friend, he's actually passed away, that he just ran 10 miles every single day, 10 miles every single day. And he was so frustrated that some things he was working on with that 10-mile run were not changing. He needed to change it up. 5 miles one day, maybe 11 miles the next day, a break one day. His body just got used to that. And so that became normal. And so that change up is so important. I would love to know. And I am giving away a couple bottles, 2 bottles of magnesium. And to be a part of that, leave a comment and tell me what do you put your supplements in? I purchased this little dosey to use this summer. I can see where some of it will really help in a huge kind of way. And I love this part. So this and this, this just isn't quite going to work for me. I might give it to one of my granddaughters that loves purses. Oh, but see, okay, that goes in there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Maybe it's the order that I put things in. Oh, wait. So I was trying to put it in with 2 things already in. Oh, no, say it isn't so. 2. Okay, this has now do you remember Stephen Covey? And, he he did the sand and the golf ball thing. That was really powerful. I'd never seen that before. I'm sure that somebody else did it before him, but I saw it with Stephen Covey, of which you put in first determines the outcome. I did not even think. So this is now a 10 for me because my key is really small to my little car and I can slip a key in there. I can slip a little bit. I always like to have a little bit of cash and a credit card. So this can go with me when we get on Amtrak to go to Solvang to just enjoy the culture of one of our favorite little cities. So I'm now officially in love with this. It's called Dosi. A day. So Pam, do you do one that has mornings and evenings? Do you do one that just has one compartment for each day? Oh, a small Ziploc. I love that. This has it's like a tiny Ziploc, the Dosi. I don't know if you can see that. My lighting's not great. We're like moving around my whole office and bedroom and changing some things, so my lighting's a little off, but it has little Dosey, Dosey. I'll link the company. They don't know me. I just love to share things that I'm using. So this is the little bag that comes in it, and then they send you stickers, and the stickers had 2 different systems, which I was really impressed with that. I could choose how I set it up, what would work well for me, and they give you those 2 sheets, um, or the sheet has the 2 systems on it, and I really like that. I like the fact that it's secure, and anyway, this system, I was like, "Okay, I'm going to use this, I'm going to use that," but putting my phone in first and then packing the other things is an absolute game changer for me, and now that little purse can be the purse that I just walk around with, and when we're traveling, I'm either a crossbody or a backpack. I don't like to have to hold things with my hands. I like to pick things up and touch them when I'm shopping. And I also want to be there for my husband. He's a double amputee. And so when we're out and about in new places, cracks in the sidewalk become a whole different experience. So for me, This is going to be an amazing system. Going camping and make sure I pack all vitamins in a clear carry bag. I love that. Thank you, Kimbra. I am actually giving away 2 32-ounce bottles of magnesium, and for people who get on and just share what they're doing. And here's my reason for doing that. I'm looking in the wrong place over here at comments. Here's my reason. Now I'm looking into the camera. Here is my reason for doing that. My goal is to create community, that someone can come to this post because your brain works different than my brain, and someone else, like a little crossbody bag in lavender, how ridiculous. Well, this works for me. Somebody else might need your system. My system might not work for them. And I'm convinced after watching women that having a system and accountability for your supplements increases how often you take your supplements. I cannot tell you how many women have said, "Oh, I take my supplements 90% of the time, and I take them, here and here." And that's great. But I happen to know, I said, let's look up how often you've ordered it, and then we'll look at that. And she actually was on her first bottle that she'd had for 6 months. So as what was happening, she was thinking about taking the supplement, but never actually took the supplement. But in her mind, she checked it off. And a lot of people do that. So a system for your supplements and or medications, and accountability. For me, the accountability comes in. Oh, awesome. Kimbra. Oh, yeah. And you shared. So you're entered. So Monday on my next, I come on Facebook and YouTube every Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific. I'm in Pacific time zone. So 4 p.m. Pacific, I come on, and that's when I'll announce the winner. So we'll give a little bit of time for people to see it. I don't announce them at the beginning because some people I got to get their free stuff. And that's great. That's great. That's not the kind of community that I want to create. And so I just weave my giveaways in throughout what I'm talking about. And then if you're here and it's resonating with you, obviously you're staying. And so I just do those giveaways throughout my talk. And so you're officially a part because, Kimbra, you took action. And when you take action, when you're receiving information, you actually open up your give receive cycle and have the ability to create things more easily. And creating is the hallmark of feminine energy. We have male energy also, and we need that male energy. I'm operating more strongly in female energy. That's my goal. And sometimes as women, if you feel very weighed down, like, oh my gosh, I'm carrying so much, you could be operating in male energy. And it makes things harder when you get to that flow, because women create differently than men. Our sources of power in our body is different. And so when you get to that flow, things start to work more efficiently. Emily, this is hold on. What a great question. It's so nice. I love seeing your face, Emily. Can you soak and still take a mag supplement? I use threonate. That's hard one to say. That's up to you. I want to reduce my synthetic nutrition. It's not that I don't get any. I don't live that optimal where I have no synthetic nutrition. I do everything I can to reduce it. And oral magnesium is synthetic. And when you build up that synthetic nutrition in your body, there's a price that we pay for fake nutrition. And it takes a while to build up, but your body will eventually, for example, ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is, quote, vitamin C, but it's not the vitamin C that we hear about in Linus Pauling's work on the benefits of vitamin C. It's vitamin C made from high fructose corn syrup that they figured out how they could extract that really cheaply and sell it. And ascorbic acid, once you hit a point that you've taken enough ascorbic acid, it affects how you uptake and store your iron. Synthetic nutrition, and please know I'm not saying nothing, that I don't 100% avoid it. When I can, I do. And so for me, I wouldn't take that type of synthetic nutrition in. My goal with magnesium is like one pathway: achieve cell saturation and maintain it. When my body is at cell saturation of 6.3 or above, my cells have the magnesium that they need to do whatever they need. 1988, a study was done on magnesium chloride, which is what I soak in, the magnesium soak at Living the Good Life Naturally. And the study showed it does cross the blood-brain barrier. And that's been one of the big, people saying, oh, well, it doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier. It does. And there's studies that show that it does. And so I keep it simple. I soak, and my only goal with magnesium is cell saturation. Now, you have to decide for you what's a good fit for you. I see people that do both. I see people that only do soaking. And so that becomes putting those puzzle pieces in your life together in a way that helps you be the best version of you. Oh, I'm with you. I am with you. Oh my gosh, I'm with you. I hope it comes back. I just won't um I just won't drop my quality because of supply chain issues. And so we're really close on that one. No, you do not have to be on the live on Monday. It it will be announced on Monday, but I will send a message, a private message. It will be time-stamped though, and you will have to follow those directions within a certain amount of time. And you need to make sure you know how to check your folders if we're not connected on Facebook. So there's a little bit of an issue there. Oh, I'm so excited, Kathy. Here's the thing. Some people will feel it their very first soak. They'll experience it and think about like the benefits that they're getting. Some people I've seen go through the entire 30-day soak and not feel it and think, "Oh, I didn't get the benefit." Let's talk about those reasons for a little bit. Number 1, the quality of your vagus nerve function determines how you're experiencing the magnesium. Number 2, so many people are what I call upcyclers. For example, not upcycling like I just took this old igloo that I found at a thrift store and I took the lid off and I put holes in the bottom and I turned it into seed starters for for some of my flowers. I love cut flowers. That's upcycling. Like I took something old and it was not intended to be used for a flower starter. I upcycled it to that. So that's one type of upcycling. The type of upcycling I want to share with you happens more often than people are aware of it. And it goes like this. I'll share a little story that happened. And this is a very extreme story. Because I want you to understand upcycling. Upcycling can happen in little ways too. And sometimes it's easy to think about the person and, oh my gosh, can you believe I'd never do that? That person usually is the person that upcycles a lot. So let me share with you how upcycling can walk you away from help. A woman came into my shop when I had the retail space being carried by her husband. And he said to me, "We don't know what to do. We've tried everything. Doctors, holistic." She's so exhausted that she can't take care of the kids. She doesn't cook meals. She can't take care of herself. I'm now bathing her. And literally, she kind of moved her head a little bit. She didn't even, during the interaction, didn't even like move her head. She was really sick. It ended up being a beautiful connection. The shop was, no one came in for about 4 hours, and we just sat there and talked. And I shared my experience of being in that same position for 3.5 years, seizures every day, and wheelchair, and just some of the things that I learned. And they walked out with some magnesium. They came back. I don't even know how long it was, so I'm not going to say. It was a while later. She walked into the shop. Her eyes were bright. She was communicating and talking. Well, I was over the moon. I was like, oh my gosh. When she came in, her and I were talking, and I looked right at her and I said, "How does it feel to be up and functioning?" Because I'd had that same experience, and I knew the toll it had taken on my family, and I knew the toll it had taken on her husband. And she goes, "Oh, I don't feel any better. I have," and she named off all these things. I was like, "What? You didn't even lift your head." I didn't say that. So I thought, okay, I'm going to turn to the husband. And I said, "I would love to know what your thoughts are on the changes that are so evident." He started to cry and said, "She cooks dinner now." And then this was the moment that I realized I upcycled, because she showed me a pattern I was playing. I'm so grateful. She was now taking meals to the neighborhood to those who needed it. So her energy points expanded through adding desiccated liver, some good minerals, magnesium. There was a couple things that she did. Her energy points expanded in a gargantuan kind of way. But she upcycled her expectations. So now, instead of just making dinner for her family, she was taking it to the neighbors. And because she was still tired, she didn't see it as an upgrade. She did not notice the change in her body, because the pattern that she was playing is she just saw what she wasn't doing. Active gratitude right now for where your body is at is incredibly important. For example, my husband has chronic pain, double amputee, some problems happening with his stump. We're fighting the insurance. They don't want to pay, kind of thing. Even in chronic pain, he has things in his body that are working beautifully. And he focuses on that. Now, I'm not saying to discount the pain. He has the pain. We work on that. We find new tools. We talk about it. We process it. We move on. Even with all of that happening, he still can find gratitude for things that he has. His arms move. He can feel skin. He can see me. He can talk to me. His eyes blink and lubricate his eyes. There's so many things that he has to be grateful for. Upcyclers never have they have less active gratitude, and they just look at the next thing that they want to do that they can't. So they just increase their expectations. And so they never experience the difference. She literally did not recognize the difference. Now, it's easy to point and say, "Oh my gosh, how could she not?" It's a human tendency to upcycle. And when you're now, I love upcycling from the thrift store. Like that's, oh, I've got 5 frames I just painted, and I cannot wait to put the art in them and get them up on I'm decorating my porch. They're going to be spectacular. That kind of upcycling, I'm all over. Upcycling your expectations is detrimental. People who are upcyclers tend to not experience the benefits of magnesium. It's never enough. And so many times, upcyclers, when you start digging under those layers, the pattern that's driving that upcycling is they didn't feel like they were enough as a kid. They were just never smart enough. They were never clean enough. They were never enough. They weren't a good enough of a soccer player. They weren't enough of a piano player. They weren't enough with their grades, whatever it was. They didn't feel enough. And if that experience happens in childhood, there is a direct correlation to the level of upcycling that you do with your health. And those people will always chase health, always. So, for example, when I start working with a client, one of the things that I do is I have them specifically with incredible detail. Let me grab some water. I have them explicitly write out what they are wanting to create. What is it? How do you want to feel in the morning? I want to, not just I want more energy. Where do you want more energy? How do you want more energy? Sometimes they get frustrated with me because I want specific details. And a client had signed up for another program. I was like, I want to make sure this is a good fit for her. So I said to her, "What are your goals in taking this program again?" And she said, "Oh, I just, I'm not where I want to be." I said, "Pull out your beginning paper." She had achieved everything on that paper. Every single thing on that paper she had achieved, but she hadn't recognized it because she wasn't expressing active gratitude. Active gratitude is not just a list. Anybody can say, I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful for the beautiful sunshine. I'm grateful that I live close by the ocean. I'm grateful for my little fur baby that loves me unconditionally. I'm grateful for my husband. Anybody can throw that out. Active gratitude is when it changes you on the inside. When you create a spark on the inside that actually shows up on your face for most people. Some people experience it differently. We're all unique, but most people, you can see it in their eyes, or you can see it on their face, or their posture changes a little bit because they experienced and created active gratitude. It's huge. It's and those people who upcycle tend to never feel the magnesium. And I think part of it is they have such a disconnect from their mind and their body. So, a way longer answer than what you probably asked. It is a topic that I'm really passionate about. So, thanks for hanging out with me while I went a little long. Do you like it in warm water? Oh, whatever temperature is more comfortable for you. I've done extensive testing on this and it does not matter and does not change the uptake. Except if you're doing a cold plunge, do your cold plunge separate from your magnesium. I'm a cold plunge girl and I do them and I love them, but I would never put my magnesium in the cold plunge. So from tepid to really warm, there no variance whatsoever. Oh, you prefer topical and holistic as much as possible. I'm looking for relief for anxiety and depression. Kimbra, we are on the same pathway. I have experienced that since I was a young child, And I am not saying that magnesium will cure it. I it won't. It hasn't for me. It has not. I am saying it will help set your body up so that the lows aren't as low and they're not as often. It, I'm not I never want to come across like, oh, magnesium is going to cure it all, because it doesn't. Depression can be an inflammation issue, it can be a glutamate issue, it can be a trauma response. There's so many layers to depression and anxiety. It does set up your foundation, and it balances your amygdala, your hippocampus, and your prefrontal lobe, and helps them work more efficiently. And that's where depression and anxiety is not firing correctly. And so it does help you build a strong foundation. Um, okay. Oh, I got behind on comments when I got on my thing, so I'm not sure what's the liver thing I'm talking about. Give me context. I'm not sure. Ah. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, Kathy, I've missed you too. I go live on Facebook and YouTube at 4 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. And there's going to be, it's imperfect. There's going to be a couple days that I miss. And so if I'm not here, I don't know, some little thing happened. Like today, I had a fire, and there for a minute, I thought, I'm not going to be going live today because it shut down all the electricity in my home. But a guy was able to come and help me get everything. Mike's just great, and he helped me get everything back together. So today almost didn't happen, but it worked out that I could. So that was a good thing. So please know every day, Monday through Friday ish. Ish. Oh, something to help liver enzymes. Oh, let me grab. I got a little bit more organized, and I have the products by me so I can show you. You can buy this on the website, livingthegoodlifenaturally.com. It is an herbal supplement that increases peristaltic action, which boosts thyroid function. It decreases high liver enzymes. It is a whole food I will never be without, and I will use for the rest of my life. It's really good if you have constipation. You can take it a little stronger and it will help. You don't have to take it that way if you don't have that. It is really good for constipation though. And so sometimes is what'll happen is people will say, okay, I'm done. I don't need it anymore for constipation. Why are you still taking it? Because of all the other benefits, to increase peristaltic action, to decrease inflammation. And personally, for me, it brought down liver enzymes, and liver is so important. And so I'll take it every day. Now, I vary my dose. My dose that I take now is very different than when I started, but this is something I take daily, and my husband does too. We love this stuff. On the website, livingthegoodlifenaturally.com, the more you buy, the better price you get. And the biggest package, it actually comes in at half price. So I love that. So that's what I was talking about, maybe. Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, so I am doing a giveaway, and we talked Dosi today, supplements. This was my Friday favorite, and this is my new traveling supplement pack. It's called Dosi, Dosey. I'll tag the company in the comments if I can. It Kimbra, it's under livingthegoodlifenaturally.com on YouTube. And I I I'm not I've got a new tech person that's working with me, and so those I only go live on YouTube. I haven't been putting up the weekly like I used to, but I'm meeting with Mark on Tuesday, and hopefully it will be a good fit, that and those will come back. So right now on YouTube it's only lives and some shorts. Okay, so this is Dosi. This was my Friday favorite, and it's how I am going to be working my supplements. And this is the little bag that came with it, and the water bottle that, besides the cute factor overload, will be really good for me when I'm on a bike ride with my husband, when we're, you know, checking out some city, headed to a thrift store. So that will be really good. And then this opens up and you put your supplements in little packs. They send you the labels and you can choose how you label them. And I will tag the company or the website in the comment section. They don't know me from Adam. I just like to share things. And I'm giving away 2 bottles of magnesium. When I'll choose 2 people, I'll share on the live on Monday. You don't have to be live to win. You do have to live in the United States. I will share the live on Monday who I've chosen, and I'll send you a message through Facebook that you won. And to enter that, it's just sharing, how do you do your supplements? What, how do you store them? What do you use? We've had a couple people share, and I would just love for this to be have so many ideas for other people, because this wouldn't work for my husband. He would not be loving this, but it's going to absolutely work for me when we're traveling. It's small, it's compact. I can put my phone, a credit card, and some cash over the shoulder. Both hands are free to thrift. I'm a happy girl. It's not about you running out and buying this. It's about you being aware and creating a system that will work for you so that it's easy. You don't have to use brain power to figure it out every day. You've got it set up, it's easy, it's there, and you have higher accountability, and you are more have more follow through on taking your supplements. Oh, Marilyn, you're so kind. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that kindness. I've shared before, the business has exploded. We are now sending out orders in a day that previously 12 weeks ago we sent out in a month. It's like, whoa. And with that some people have come into my life because the business holds a chair at our family's table and has for 23 years. We've nurtured it, we've loved on it, we've served the business, and hopefully we've served our community. And they don't know or understand where I'm coming from, and they don't trust me. And so there's been a lot of angry words and a lot of name calling. And so, Marilyn, sweet comments like that give me something I can focus on in those little moments that I get discouraged. And so I really appreciate that. That changes my experience, that kind comment. And that's the kind of community I want to create. I want to create a place on this feed where women feel supported, and where women are actively supporting women through the comments. Like, maybe someone has a question, they weren't here at the beginning and you were, so you can hop on and share. That's the kind of community I want to create. And I am showing up Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, and share how you do your supplements, not what supplements you do, but your system for creating supplements. Systems are so powerful because when hard times hit, if you've got a system and it's become a habit, it's easier to follow through on. It's just so much easier. Oh, Pam, it has been, it's been a journey. And we are so excited that more people are learning about magnesium and deciding for them which pathway they'll take with magnesium. Just like when we increase our health, when we get to a different level, there's some new things to learn and understand. So, for example, I've seen this happen a lot with women. They get healthier, and the friends that they had don't enjoy being with them as much because their eating habits have changed, their lifestyle has changed, and sometimes friendships change with that health. And that's hard. It's hard to end something and start something, and we're in that same spot. I've always answered the emails and answered the direct messages and run programs and things like that, and uh, there's no way humanly possible for me to do that. And I want people to know I'm yes, I talk about magnesium. It is the first gateway of health. I want to be there to support you to get to where you want to be. And I've had to let go of some things and hand them over to other people. And when you work on something for 23 years and create, it's hard to let my experience, I'm experiencing an opportunity to learn how to let it go with ease and trust other people and set up the systems that the support that we want to give as a company and the follow through that we want to give as a company will still happen. And we're so incredibly grateful and so excited because my daughter has hand filled the magnesium that you use, every bottle, every single bottle, every bottle. And in 2 weeks, she flies out to Santa Barbara to learn how to run the new bottling equipment because just like there's no way I can respond to every email, every question, every direct message, every private message. There's no way. There is no way physically possible that she can hand fill all of that magnesium. Now, currently, she's doing it, but she can't maintain it and she shouldn't have to maintain it at that level. And so we're super excited to have uh, a system, a conveyor that will, it'll fill it and make it so that we can get orders out more efficiently. And the beautiful thing is I've never carried debt on the business and I still am not carrying debt on the business. It will help me because the shipping costs and the cost of magnesium is going up. And by doing this machine, it will help me to keep the cost of magnesium down because it will be so much faster and so much efficient to bottle it. And so it was just a beautiful thing that came into play. And we love the company that we're working with. It's a family owned company. They've been doing it for 60 years. They're really passionate about helping other companies become more efficient. And so we're so excited. And I think as a gift to the warehouse manager, who is my oldest daughter, I think I might give her a massage or something and say, here's a coupon. go go take care of your body because it's carried a lot. It's carried a lot. So we're super excited for that. Oh, radioactive that threw your health on a roller coaster. Oh, okay. So I I go on Instagram at 3. I go on Facebook and YouTube at 4, and then I hop on TikTok and do go there after. And my goal is that I'm varying the information. So it's not I didn't talk about the same thing on Instagram that we talked about here, and I won't talk about the same thing on TikTok that we talked about here. I want to be showing up in different ways for people, talking about different things and and my goal is talking about things that will help you and support you and get you where you want to be. And walking that pathway takes a lot of your energy points. There was a time that I I didn't even bathe myself. I just there was a long time that happened. Our family has walked that path. The hardships, the after effects. I still see after effects from my illness in my family. because I wasn't there for 3.5 years, and they had to stop being kids and do things to keep our family going, which we're incredibly grateful. We learned how strong the family unit is. At the same time, they should have been kids, and they should have been able to not worry about the things that they had to worry about. So it took a toll on our family, and I just I want to make my corner of the world better. And if it's a good fit for you, I'd love for you to hang out and interact when it works for you on the lives. They're always recorded and kept up. So it's not that you have to be live with me every day. I want you to do it at the pace that is a good fit for you, because what works for you may not work for someone else. I am writing a book. Oh, I love that. To share my story and teach others about their root cause. Okay, excellent. That's so incredible that you're putting that out there in a way that people can learn from that. Oh, oh, we are in the same time zone. That's awesome. I'm in Morro Bay, and we just love it here. I don't know where you're at in the Pacific time zone. After I get on TikTok, I'll go walk that beautiful ocean and just breathe in all the beautiful things about the ocean. So 4 o'clock Facebook and YouTube, 3 o'clock Pacific Insta. And then when I'm done here, I'll drink some more water because I'm dry. And then I'll hop over onto TikTok and um, do a TikTok and then record a couple others to post at different times. Oh, Northern California mountains. Oh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds really, really beautiful. My husband and I were both raised in Northern California, and it's just the beauty of this state is breathtaking to us. And because we were raised here, not where I live now, but we were raised in California, it just feels like home to us. When we moved back, it was like, we're home. We are home. So I love that. Thank you for those that left how you do supplements, and those winners will be announced on Monday. You do not have to be there live. I will private message you, but you need to check that folder because it probably goes to your spam if we're not connected. So there is a little bit of a downside there. I will also tag you if I'm able to. Sometimes the way you have your settings set up, because I'm a business, it won't let me tag you. And that depends on your settings. I will tag you if possible and send you a message to tell you if you won, to, get the word out to you if you can't be here on Monday. So thanks for being with me. And or on Monday, we're starting themes. And so, like, Friday is Friday favorites. We're going to have a book review day. I'm going to show you how I go through my books and read them and learn from them and put them into action. We'll talk about one book. We're going to have a magnesium day. We're going to have a day that we just spend on specific parts of the body, like thyroid or adrenals or liver or colon, and that we talk about things there. So I think it'll be good. That way also you can decide, oh, I don't like the book review days, but I do like the magnesium day. And then that way you'll have a better idea of what I'm going to be talking about so that you can decide if it's a good fit for you. Thanks for being here, and I will see you maybe on Monday. Bye. Oh, upload that photo. Kathy, I would love to see that photo, and you can upload it in the comments. I've got it set up that you can. Yeah, I would love to see that comment. Bye-bye, guys. That comment, that